So in the previous class, we seen that the Fourier series method or Fourier method is also known as the separation of variables method for solving the PDEs, right? Now we seen the various problems also in the last class. Do you have any doubt in that? Hello? Yes, students?
Yes.
Do you have any doubt? You want to discuss anything about the Fourier method?
No, sir.
Yes. So now coming into the applications of PDEs, so which are associated with the boundary value problems, in which we particularly discussed about the interior and exterior boundary value problems, right? Interior problem studying the interior body, interior of the that means inside the body, that we call it as an interior boundary value problem. Like suppose that is a pipe flow, or inside that suppose it is a temperature distribution, whatever it may be, on the along the thin wire rod. Such things are interior boundary value problems. And the exterior problems, so above that, the body, above the body. So how if we studying the flow properties and all, so which will categorize the interior and exterior boundary value problems. So in which we particularly prescribed the heat equation, elliptic equation, Laplace equation. Elliptic is nothing but the Laplace equation, right? Not elliptic, it is to write as Laplace equation. Okay, next wave equation. So these three equations we are going to be studying in the applications of PDEs under the category of interior and exterior boundary value problems. So these problems will be solved by the Fourier method or the separation of variable method. Okay, first let me giving you the problem and the associated boundary conditions. So, and what are the kinds of boundary conditions we can implement to study such problems one by one. That is majorly heat equation, wave equation, and Laplace equation. And then we will see the solution, right? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Now coming into the heat equation, Fourier solution. Of the heat equation. So here I would like to giving you the brief all these equations. Already we have given, but anyhow I would like to giving you one more time for your better understanding. Here the equation type, the equation two-dimensional equation, sorry, one-dimensional equation and two-dimensional equation. Dimensional equation, two-dimensional equation. Number one, that is parabolic equation. Parabolic equation. So what will be the example? That is, right, heat equation. What will be the one-dimensional heat equation?
Del U
Dou
by
u by dou
dt
t is equal to c square into dou square u by dou x square. Two-dimensional equation is dou u by dou t is equal to c square into dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square. This is two-dimensional equation, right? Next, number two, hyperbolic equation. What is the example of that hyperbolic equation?
wave equation.
Wave equation. That wave equation one-dimensional form?
Dou U square by dou t square.
Dou square u by dou t square is equal to c square into dou square u by
Dou x square.
dou x square. What will be the two-dimensional form?
Dou square u by dou x square plus dou u by dou y square.
Right. So then finally, the Laplace equation. That example, it is Laplace equation. Okay, sorry. Elliptic equation. Is given by two-dimensional one. Dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square is equal to 0. Right? So one-dimensional form, it is equal to 0 only. It will be a steady problem. Dou square u by dou x square is equal to 0. Right? So these are the equations which we can consider the specific equation. They're one-dimensional equations, two-dimensional equations. Right? So from that equations, we can easily to see the respective problem as given the partial differential equation, and these equations are to be solved at particular boundary conditions, initial and boundary conditions, because you can see there in the heat equation in one-dimensional form, it is a two second order equation, second order PDE, right? So for solving that second order PDE, it is needed minimum two conditions, right? These conditions I would like to giving you here with this specific problem. Let us consider a thin wire or a rod, a thin rod, thin rod long thin rod. on thin rod. The cross sectional area, it is uniform cross sectional area. There in drawing it may be differently it is coming. This is cross sectional area, uniform cross sectional area. Here it is how much the cross sectional area. Here also it will be there like that only. Maybe extend here. Okay. Uniform cross sectional area. Assume the property of this material, the property of the material. This is maybe a metallic object. So, and we are looking the temperature distribution along the thin rod. So for that, we measure the x-axis along the length of the rod, and y-axis is normal to this. This will be the x-axis, and y-axis it will be like this. While comparing into the length, the length along the y-axis is negligible. It is a very thin rod of length L. Therefore, it will giving you the problem in the one-dimensional. So that is for studying the temperature of the body at any point, say u of x comma t. So why it is one-dimensional means, I think you people being very clearly understand. The length of the body is large as much compared than the
cross-sectional area.
Cross-sectional area. So therefore, it is a very thin rod. So therefore, it is negligible. So therefore, the under y-axis it will be negligible. So that's why it comes into the one-dimensional body while looking into the temperature distribution along the thin rod. So therefore, let us taking the length, it will be L. So therefore, 0 to L. X is taken from 0 to L, and the temperature it is taking here. I would like to giving you the conditions. So how the ends at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L, they have the initial temperatures are the temperatures may be given. So here that first one-dimensional heat equation for studying the temperature distribution along this rod is governed by the equation. So it is a one-dimensional heat equation, right?
Yes, sir.
One-dimensional heat equation is given by dou u by dou t is equal to c square into dou square u by dou x square. Say 1, where u is equal to u of x comma t is equal to temperature distribution. At any point x comma t. Right? Temperature at any point x comma t, temperature distribution you may be taking. So therefore it governs the equation dou u by dou t is equal to c square and dou square u by dou x square, where how that x will be, where x is greater than 0 less than L, okay, where t is greater than 0, therefore non-zero time, there the temperature will be governed by this equation, and assume now here coming into the main concern about the various problems. Now number one, the ends of the bar, ends of the bar that means this parts at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L, ends of the bar kept at 0 temperature. This is one case of the problem. First case for describing the conditions. Okay, one type of the problem. Type 1 you may be assume. Type 1. So where the ends of the bar are kept at 0 temperature. Ends of the bar are kept at 0 temperature. This will describe you the flow of heat in a bar. Okay, this figure. Right. So in such case, we are taking the temperature of the bar at the end points. X is equal to 0, at x is equal to 0, and at x is equal to L, for considering 0 temperature. There is no heat flow at the end points of the bar. So in such case, we can describe the conditions where the boundary conditions are given by, so that u at x is equal to 0 and any time is equal to 0, as well that temperature at x is equal to L at any time is equal to 0, right? Where t greater than 0. These are the boundary conditions for the described problem where the ends of the bar kept at 0 degree centigrade. And what will be the initial condition? That initial condition, initially there will be a temperature of the body. The temperature of the body will be described at any x and time 0. Ux comma 0 is equal to, say, maybe fx, some function of x, where x greater than 0, less than L, right? So these equations, one is 2. Okay, this describes the problem of heat distribution or the temperature distribution in a thin rod with the keeping the ends of the bar at 0 degree centigrade, 0 temperature. Okay, so therefore where c square will be, what is the c square? Where c square describes thermal diffusivity. Thermal diffusivity. That is the property of the material. So therefore that c square will be a constant as of the material what we can taking. So it is the only single material will be considered for the thin rod. So therefore that will be a constant. The temperature u will be changes with respect to x and the spatial coordinate x. This will be the first problem, first type of the problem. So where we kept the temperatures of the bar at 0 degree, at the ends of the bar kept at 0 degree centigrade. So therefore the equation 1, therefore the equation 1 with conditions 2, with equation 2 is also called initial boundary value problem. Okay, initial boundary value problem. Okay, so now for solving or for finding the temperature distribution at any point of x and at any point of t at any time can be determined by solving this equation subject to these conditions. Subject to these conditions, people must be very clear about the one-dimensional heat equation describes dou u by dou t is equal to c square into dou square u by dou x square. It's with the boundary conditions and the initial conditions which will be used to solve this equation. Once we get it solved, this equation which provides u is the solution, that u x comma t, which helps to determine the temperature distribution at any point x and time t. Any point x and time t. So that you know by applying the Fourier series method. That means you being considered how you will be solve this equation by the method of separation of variables. Can anybody say? Hello. Can anybody say? How could we solve this problem subject to these conditions by the method of separation of variables? Dear students, one can say your idea.
X double dash by C square, like that.
First assume the solution of the equation u x comma t as separating. What will be the solution?
Sir, u x comma t equal to some x of x into t of t.
Right. So let's take this one, x of x, t of t. Separate this solution x into t. So and substitute there and separate that x and capital T terms. Okay, and you know the process of the solution, right? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Now type 2 problem for the heat equation. So this is temperature distribution in a thin bar or wire with a radiating end. Tell me. Temperature distribution in a thin bar or wire with a radiating end. Radiating end means it's propagate the temperature at some end. How it will be propagating the temperature? That we can see, we can describe this problem here. We assume the following. We know the temperature equation, you know, heat equation. In one dimension, dou u by dou t is equal to c square into dou square u by dou x square. So there it has two ends and there will be one initial condition, but here one end is radiating the temperature, radiating condition. Okay. Another end is, it may be kept at zero temperature. So that is what we are assuming here. So one by one, I am exploring that assumptions. The left end of the bar, that is at x is equal to 0, at x is equal to 0 is kept at 0 temperature. Okay, so the left end we are just chosen is keeping at 0 temperature. The right end is radiating, so that is what we are writing. Right end of the bar, that is at x is equal to L, is poorly insulated. Insulated, and it is poorly insulated so that it propagates the temperature. That temperature it is radiates energy or heat, radiates heat into the surrounding medium. Surrounding body, surrounding medium. Okay, surrounding medium. Okay, full stop. This end radiates. Can anybody say how it will be radiate? That will be measurable. How it can be measurable, the radiating temperature? Radiates at a rate, this is important, at a rate proportional to the temperature at that end. At that end of the bar. This is important. How it is radiating, that means it's propagates the energy. It's propagates the energy at a rate proportional to the temperature at that end. This is important, this point. Okay, this we can write it as an equation form. So how we can, suppose if U is the temperature, Ux comma U L comma T, na, the temperature at the end. What is the temperature at end of the bar? Right side of end of the bar. Can anybody say? So if Ux comma T is the temperature at any point, so then what is the temperature at this end, right end?
L comma T.
U L comma T, right? So therefore, the rate proportional to the temperature at that end. So therefore, the rate of change of the temperature at that end will be dou U by dou X L comma T, right?
Yes, okay.
U L comma T, it changes. It changes. Okay, with respect to the X is equal to or is proportional to U L comma T. Okay. This is the temperature. Symbolically, we can write it for all T greater than 0. That proportionality we can remove. That dou U by dou X at L comma T is equal to minus alpha into minus alpha or minus k something. Alpha, k, lambda we are using. So therefore, alpha I am just using. U alpha into U L comma T. Okay, where alpha is any constant. Any positive constant, right?
Sir.
Tell me.
सर वो du by dx कैसे हुआ प्रोपोर्शनल टू u? सर वो du by dx तो 0 हो जाएगा ना, l तो कांस्टेंट है ना.
Dou u by dou x.
यस सर, del u by del x कैसे हुआ? del u by del t होना चाहिए ना वहाँ पे तो.
The rate of change of the temperature along the body with respect to x.
सर जब l कांस्टेंट है तो विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x तो 0 हो जाएगा ना.
How it is propagating? It is propagate to the right side only. So where the changes is coming?
At l.
At along x, right? It's propagate from here to here. It's go like this, right? It's go like this. It's moves. The temperature moves. Temperature leaks from this end. So the temperature is changing with respect to x. So therefore, dou u by dou x is directly proportional to u x comma t at x is equal to L. So therefore, this can be taken symbolically like this. Symbolically like this. And the third one, the temperature, the initial temperature.
So in above equation you have written dou x, and in below equation you have
here x, not t. The next equation. Dou u by dou x. Dou u by dou x is directly proportional to minus alpha into u. This is the condition. Okay, the radiating condition. Now the third condition will be the initial temperature of the rod. Initial temperature of the rod is being assumed Fx. X is greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to L. It is okay. Initial temperature at T is equal to 0. That is u x comma 0 is equal to Fx. That's here u 0 comma t is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0, 0. These are the three conditions. So based on that also we can solve the problem subject to these conditions 1, 2, 3. These boundary conditions will be used to solve the problem. Okay, and third type, there will be the third type of the equation, the problem of heat transfer, heat distribution, type 3, which will be temperature distribution in a thin bar, which is infinite bar, infinite length. Temperature distribution in a thin infinite bar. There the length is infinite bar. Okay, so therefore here we consider the problem, writing here totally, consider the heat equation. As dou u by dou t is equal to c square into dou square u by dou x square. Okay, where x is greater than minus infinity to less than plus infinity, t greater than 0. Okay, and the initial conditions, initial condition will be same, u x comma 0 is equal to fx, where x is greater than minus infinity, less than plus infinity, right? Fx is any given function. Any given function. How we can solve this? This we can see with the problem. We'll solve that one. Okay. So these are the three types of the heat equations, right? And the wave equation, one-dimensional wave equation we have seen. That boundary conditions, I can write it here itself. There will be only one type of the boundary condition. These boundary conditions make it as the wave equation. Boundary conditions which are taken as u0 comma t is equal to ul comma t is equal to 0, where t greater than 0. Okay, and ux comma 0 is equal to fx, with there will be two initial conditions, that is dou u by dou t at x comma 0 is equal to gx. These are being considered the boundary conditions, boundary and initial conditions for the wave equation. Okay, and
सर बाउंड्री कंडीशन में फर्स्ट कंडीशन कौन सी है? u ऑफ समथिंग कॉमा t. सर व्हाट इज द बाउंड्री कंडीशन, प्लीज रिपीट.
one
यस सर.
ux comma 0, u0 comma t. I will explain you through the problem, because that wave equation will be governed by the a thin wire. If we knot it, or if we fix at the end points, if we fix the end points of a thin wire and making either initial displacement or initial velocity to the wire, it makes the waves. It makes the string will make the movements. Therefore, the displacement will be changed, and that distribution of the displacement will follow the wave equation, which is governed by one-dimensional equation. Dou u by dou t is equal to c square, dou square u by dou t square is equal to c square into dou square u by dou x square, and two-dimensional one is this. Okay, so I hope you maybe understand the here. So if we tighten a thin wire at A and B points, if you make it a initial displacement by pulling at some point of the thin wire, that string will make the right
sine wave.
Whatever it may be, it will make the displacements, change the displacement of the string. It moves. So therefore, because they were tightly tightened the end points, there is no displacement at the end points, right?
Yes sir.
So therefore, at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L at any time, that initial displacement will be 0. Displacements will be 0. That indicates the boundary conditions. U0 comma t, U L comma t is equal to 0. and initial conditions. Just we are giving the initial velocity, right? Their initial velocity means gx0. Either here fx or gx must be non-zero. Either initial displacement needed to be placed or initial velocity needed to be placed. Here initial displacement ux comma 0 indicates, and dou u by dou t indicates the velocity at t is equal to 0 means initial velocity. Either it needs the initial displacement or initial velocity. So therefore, where we are just taking both fx and gx, and we will solve the problem in general. And as of the specific problem, by giving the initial displacement or initial velocity, we can solve the equations, right? That is, and after that, this will be giving you the Laplace equation. The Laplace equation mainly describes the temperature distribution on the two-dimensional plate, over the two-dimensional plate. Two-dimensional plate will be, it is like a rectangle shape, suppose. The two-dimensional body, so that will be giving you x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L, y is equal to 0, y is equal to L. This describes the conditions, right? Okay, so this you may be taking as ux comma y. So the temperature at any point we can discuss along the plate by the Laplace equation. Okay, this is ux comma t, which governs with the four sides, four walls you may be called. That four walls which we can describe the temperature, if it is a temperature of the body. Okay, so according to that we can solve the equation, right? It will be ux comma 0, ux comma L something. Similarly, u 0 comma y, u 0 comma y, and u here yl. Suppose if you take it that as a here this will this L2 0 comma y, x0 any y, x L1 any y. It describes like these four conditions. According to these four conditions, we can solve this equation. This will be the Laplace equation, right? Okay. Now we will see one by one how we can solve the equations. Now let's start with the heat equation. Either that may be chosen type 1 problem, type 2 problem, or type 3 problem. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Let's take the first problem, type 1 problem. Do you have any doubt in this brief view on that all the problem? This is heat equation with three types, and the wave equation with these boundary conditions and initial conditions, and the Laplace equation with these boundary and initial conditions. That means there is no boundary, all the boundary conditions only. It is not an initial problem. This will be a boundary value problem. Whereas wave equation and heat equation will result in you the initial boundary value problems. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. So now let's start solving the problem, where the specific problem we can choose. Just a minute. Yeah, okay. Let us solve the type 1 problem of heat equation. Type 1 conditions. So what will be the equation? The equation is given by dou u by dou t, temperature of the distribution. We maybe take a specific problem itself. For that we can write it here, the temperature of the, just wait please, I like to giving you the specific one general problem I would like to giving you, so that you can easily do. Just wait. Okay. I will write it here in words also, so that there is no confusion at all. Consider a long thin rod or wire of constant cross section and homogeneous heat conducting material. Okay. Full stop. Let the length of the bar L units, L oriented along x-axis. Okay. Full stop. Okay. The temperature distribution is assumed u x comma t at any x and t time. Okay. Let both the ends of the rod are kept at 0 temperature. 0 temperature. Okay. Finding the temperature distribution at any x and time t. Okay, this is the problem. So therefore we can write it, the governing equation, the heat equation given by dou u by dou t is equal to c square into dou square u by dou x square. Say 1 and initial temperature distribution, it will be fx in the boundary conditions or u x comma 0 comma t now. What are the initial condition boundary conditions? L comma t for any time t, and the initial condition. What will be the initial condition? Here we can assume the initial temperature is assumed as fx. So therefore initial condition will be u x comma 0 is equal to fx for any x greater than 0 less than L. Okay, this is a 2 and this is 3. Now solving equation 1 subject to the conditions 2 and 3, initial and boundary conditions. Okay, so by the method of separation of variables, the solution is assumed. Ux comma t is equal to, is separated, right? X of x into t of t. Okay, right? Hello, students.
Right, sir.
Oh, yeah. Time is up. So we will see. Today we will see at 5 to 6, right? D2 group students. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tomorrow I will be out of station, so therefore the tomorrow class tutorial I will be preponed to today 5 to 6. I think you maybe got the information, right? Hmm?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Today at 5 o'clock we will meet for the solving of the problem, rest of that. Okay, both D1 and D2. Right. Thank you.